The statue of General Meade surveys this serene scene in Gettysburg, which is in direct contrast to the bloody, costly battle which took place here in a wheat field on an excessively hot July 2nd, 1863. On this very ground and on the surrounding area, about 45,000 men were either killed, wounded, or taken prisoner. As we look at this peaceful field today, it is hard to imagine that it was a smoking inferno and a bloody lake on the day of Pickett's charge. On that day, after a quiet morning on the Union side, a Times reporter observed that the length of the rebel line seemed to explode from behind the distant tree line. After a 2-hour artillery bombardment, an ocean of gray burst forth across the field. The Union artillery then opened fire in a nightmare of sound. The Grays fell in front of the Union lines. The Union line held, and the Confederates pulled back. Flanking the wheat field to the south is a knoll covered with enormous boulders called Devil's Den. After hand-to-hand combat, the Confederates threw out the Union troops and quickly moved in. From this spot, they brought fantastically accurate fire to bear on the hill called Little Round Top in the background. Today, Rangers dressed in Civil War uniforms can be heard presenting accounts of the Battle of Gettysburg. This ranger is explaining how the soldiers ate hardtack and how they used the bayonet.
Out again. These rifles, it hooks on like that, these rifles are muzzle loaders. That means you have to load from the top.